All right, so I'm headed to the track tonight with off duty, so we gotta get the wheels and tires swapped out. It's still got the autocross tires on it right now, so I need to get the drag tires on it. But this will be my first time going to the track since I've done the ported Dorman intake. So we'll see how that compares to that OEM PI intake. What's up, guys? So out here at Cars and Coffee today, got the Crown Vic out here. We're gonna make some passes with today. Also brought the ST out here. We're debating about bringing the ST out here today because I do have some unfortunate news I'll go ahead and share with you. So this just happened yesterday. Yeah, that happened yesterday. Some old man backed into Dirty Dan in the parking lot yesterday. So it happens. It was an accident. Accidents happen. You know, insurance will take care of it. So yeah. But today it's the first time I've made passes in off duty since I've done the Dorman ported intake. So I'm really curious to see how it runs. See if it, you know, any noticeable power loss or whatnot. I was looking for my time slips. I don't have any time slips with me. I guess I took them out of the car. I thought they were in the car. But if I remember correctly, Streetcar Bragging Rights, it was running consistent 14.4s, 14.5s at I think 91 miles an hour. I think it was a consistent 91. I think I had one or two 90 miles an hour. I might have even had one, maybe two 92 miles an hour. But if I remember correctly, it was consistent 91 miles an hour. But I'll find the time slips when I get home to confirm. But let's see how it runs today.
Oh yeah. 70 RPM up on it. 8th mile, 728. 240 on the left truck, 1147 on 15 mile per hour. Right lane now we got a yeah, I'm trying to think what it is. Hyundai. Yeah. Crown Vic in the left lane. Got a Pontiac wing on the front of this little car. With a parachute. Big dome, right lane from kitchen fast. Got out of a little bit. Yeah. Got out all well by the end. Husband and wife team, electric vehicle, electric motorcycle, electric car.
Those shifts felt kind of weird. The first shift felt okay, but the second shift really felt weird. It hit a little harder than it normally does and kind of jerked. Oh, 35. Oh, thank you. Ooh. So my 60 foot is about the same, but it's running really slow.
A red light in the right lane. With the motorcycle passing.
It's running really slow. A whole half second slower. A whole half second and 4 miles an hour. So I'm gonna make a few more passes and see. But I mean, even if the intake did lose a little power, I can't believe it lost that much power. Not a whole half second. But we'll do a few more passes and see. We'll find out. That was real slow.
Yeah, I know. Brian was like, he's been 14s in that, right?
See if it
Who?
goes straight.
Brian. Brian?
Oh, yeah. Oh, are they showing times?
I guess so. I was videoing, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was real slow. So, if it's that intake, then yeah, this intake's gone. I'll be finding a new intake and putting a new intake if it really slowed it down that much. But it just...
Yeah, they showed your time.
Yeah, it feels... The shift felt funny too, though. It shifted kind of funny. But, I mean, just normal around town driving feels normal. Feels the same.
Yeah.
But I can't believe... I mean, that was a whole half second slower. I just can't believe it'd be that much slower. A whole half second and 4 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make 1 or 2 more passes on this setup and we'll find out. But if I can't even get into the, you know, mid 14, I will say I do have a half tank more gas than what I had at street car bragging rates. But still, obviously that's not going to slow it down, but maybe a tenth, if that.
Yeah.
But it does have quite a bit more gas in it than I had at street car bragging rights. But other than that, this is the exact same setup I ran at street car bragging rights like 2 weeks ago, and was running mid 14s on it.
Snowmobile. Guess what, folks? He's out of B Town.
All right, no, let me pull back
He's out
around.
of Pennsylvania.
Well, they go get that. 1530 to the right, 1497 left. Finally, now we've got a Ford SUV, left lane Mustang GT. Steep, red Mustang.
That second shift still feels funny. The first shift, you know, one little boom shifts. The second one was like a boom boom, like it's hitting twice. again, a whole half second slower. So, but I mean, it's consistent. So I don't know. I might make one more pass, but it's running a whole half second and about 4 miles an hour slower than it was before with the stock intake. So this Dorman intake really is 100% garbage. And like I said, I knew it was garbage, but my gosh, I didn't think it'd be that bad, especially considering it was ported. I thought maybe porting it might make up for a little bit, but like, I mean, I can only imagine if I didn't port it, just how much garbage it would be. But yeah, I'll definitely be getting an intake soon. So either going back to OEM PI intake, or go ahead and getting a Typhoon intake, one or the other. So, but yeah, a 1503 at 88 miles an hour and a 1499 at 88 miles an hour. So I mean, my mile an hour is consistent, 88.1 and 88.3, and even my quarter mile, that's only 0.04 of a second difference. So I mean, it's consistent. So yeah, garbage intake. Alright, so this pass here, since it's been running slower, making less power, I'm gonna not put it on the two-step, which is at 2500, and see if it hooks at a 3000 RPM launch. Because you know, if you watch the videos, you know in the past it's never hooked at a 3000 RPM launch. So I'm gonna see. It did. What's wrong with that Audi that I was neck and neck with him? I got him on the tree. He came up beside me and stayed beside me the entire time, but I could hear he was wide open throttle. He wasn't lifting or feathering it or anything. RS4 should not be running with a Crown Vic with a Dorman intake on it. Alright, so I ran neck and neck with an Audi RS4 on that, and that was actually my slowest pass of the night. A 15.12 at 88 miles an hour. So that's 3 passes in a row now that have been pretty much right at a 15 flat. 15.0, 14.99, and now 15.1. So, yeah, again, trash Dorman. So it did hook, by the way, on that 3,000 RPM launch though. So that's, like I said, it was a Dorman intake. I'd launch it harder. And I launched that at 3,000 RPMs and it felt like it hooked. So that's the first time I've ever launched at 3,000 RPMs and it hooked. But like I said, it's still running slower because of the Dorman intake. But it was just the same 1960 foot I've been running all day, even though I launched it 500 RPMs higher. Alright, so I think in today's video, we learned that the Dorman intake is complete trash. Like, complete, utter garbage. Which, I think a lot of us already knew that, but hopefully today's video really put that into perspective of just how much. Because I know a lot of people told me, oh, you're going to lose power, but no one was able to back that up with video or dyno sheets or whatnot. I had a few people tell me, hey, you know, it loses between 20 and 25 horsepower, but to be honest, I just didn't believe them. They never showed me dyno sheets or anything like that to back it up. But yeah, it really does. So, like I said, I was shocked at how much of a difference it made. I mean, an entire half a second in the quarter mile and about 3 to 4 miles per hour. So I did plug those numbers into a ET calculator based on weight and mile per hour, going from the 91 miles an hour that I was trapping before to the 88 miles an hour I was trapping tonight. The calculator was estimating that it lost between 20 and 23 horsepower. So it's true. That intake does lose about 20, 25 horsepower. And again, that's on what I would call a mildly ported intake. So had it not been for that little bit of port work I did, who knows, maybe it would have been closer to 30 horsepower. But yeah, pretty significant difference. I can't believe how much it lost. So I've done some research. I've seen a few people recently talk about repairing their original PI intake after it cracked, taking apart and either JB welding it, plastic welding it, or whatnot. So I think my two options right now, I'm either going to repair my original PI intake and put it back on the car, or I'm going to see if I can find a Typhoon intake. So the Victor Jr. and the Typhoon intake, both great intakes. I've talked to a few people, done a little bit of research on that, and between the two, I think I'd rather go with the Typhoon intake. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm either going to I still got my original PI intake, so I'm either going to repair it and put it back on the car, or I'm going to go ahead and find a Typhoon intake and get on the car, one or the other. But being that it's such a significant difference, like I said, I'm not going to waste my time taking it to a dyno. I know I talked about maybe taking it to a dyno, but it's you see in the quarter mile how much of a difference it made. A huge difference. Like I said, the ET calculator estimated about 20 to 23 horsepower difference, so good enough for me. But yeah, so that's where I'm at on that. So as for today's verse of the day, today's verse of the day comes from Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. So keep that in mind. Next time you see a brother in need, remember that, maybe help him out. So until next time, see you later.